I guess I don't want to say I'm surprised every time I have it, but I'm surprised every time I have it by...
He said he didn't want to say that, folks. But he was forced to by the beer
Because that's all I could say.
Dan is holding a gun to him saying, you better
But it's malty.
We got a thinker here, guys.
Did I tell you I was surprised?
No.
Every time I have this.
Interesting.
This week we sample beers from Shorts Brewing in Bellaire, Michigan. This is episode 88 of the Malting Hour.
What's the halves on the hops? Got yeast, that's beast. This the Molten Hour where we talk about our drink and tell you what we think every other week. And if we get drunk, well, we might slur our speech. Got the gift of gab, the friends you wish you had. Join us for a drink, join us for a laugh. Time is never wasted, where you getting wasted. The Molten Hour here, people take your places. People take your places. People take your home.
Welcome to the Malting Hour. I am one of your hosts, Tony Golick, joined always with
Brandon Winninger.
and two stooges who haven't been here together in a long time. We've got, in the way back,
Clark Fettridge.
hey, Clark, welcome back.
Thank you.
And to my left, guy who I feel like we haven't seen in a long time.
Danny Pauly. Been busy.
I think this is the first time you've introduced yourself as Dan Pauly.
Yeah.
Well, last time you...
Danny Hip Hops.
From Hip Hops.
Danny Hip Hops.
Danny
Pauly.
Hip Hops.
I don't think he ever said at Hip Hops.
Hip Hop Anonymous.
Yeah.
Oh, man, it's good to have you guys. Look, it's nice to have all four of us here in the same place.
Yeah.
I don't think we've been together since Christmas.
That's correct.
Wait. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's
All
right.
four, yeah.
The Christmas episode?
Yeah.
Wow. And we talked about one... Okay, what is July? About to be August. We did say we were going to try and do the last Bourbon County episode with you.
Yeah,
That did not work.
I had a newborn, and then
Excuses.
we got COVID.
Something show
And
comes
then
first.
my son got a stomach bug. So we've been a long few months.
Would you call it the long COVID?
Yeah, a long COVID. Similar to the White Sox, I hear.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Long COVID.
Long COVID.
Sponsoring your 2022 Chicago White Sox.
Are they a real sponsor? That's awesome.
Yeah, there.
Way to go, COVID. Anyways, this is an episode that we've been wanting to do, I don't know, since, Clark, you joined the show?
Yeah, I feel like there's, give or take 4 to 5 episodes that we've been talking about for a good year, almost 2 years. And this is one of them.
And we've
Finally doing it.
We've only had 1 or 2 other beers on the show, correct?
I'd say 1 to 2 is correct.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here's the big reveal if you didn't look at the title of the episode. It's the Shorts Beer episode.
Shorts Brewing Company, Bellaire, Michigan.
Nice. And Clark, you're curating this episode, so to speak. You're going to treat us like we're at a beer bar in Michigan, and you are going to give us the beers that you think we should be drinking.
Yes, that's exactly how it's going to work.
So let's act. Okay, so before we get to that, so Dan, Brandon, you and I were just here at the bar. We sit down. There we go. Hey guys, what's up? How's it going?
Good, man. How are you?
Pretty good. Dan, long time no see, man.
Thank you.
How's that long COVID going?
It's going better now.
Oh, that's good. Sorry about the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Yeah.
That's a shame. I mean, it was fun series to watch.
Fun while it lasted.
Yeah. Brandon, how's the family?
Family's good.
Good, man. Cool. Happy to hear that. I wonder where the hell the...
How are you?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just wondering where the hell the server
Hey,
is.
guys!
Hello.
It's me, Clark. It's just Clark.
We know.
I got some Shorts beers.
Yeah, man. That's
You guys
why-
know Shorts?
Yeah, I got some on.
Yeah.
Is that the opposite of Tall Boys?
Ooh.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good.
Yeah, that's
I like
exactly
that
what it
one,
is.
man.
Anyway, this lineup was curated back in June of 2022 when I took a trip to Bellaire, Michigan. I was up there for work and it was 40 minutes away. I'm like, let's go again. Because I went 5 years ago.
You brought me a glass and it broke in my dishwasher the first time I washed it.
This was my second trip, so
Wait, really? You haven't been there in 5 years?
4 to 5 years. Probably 5 years.
So I guess, how far is Shorts from your place in Michigan? Is it...
Oh, it's a good 3.5.
Oh, okay.
It's northeast of Traverse City.
Oh,
From
okay.
here, it's
Yeah.
5.5 to 6 hours.
They have two.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have two facilities. One called the Pull Barn, which they've continued to upgrade over the past few years. Really nice. I stopped there first because
Is it actually a barn?
It's
And is there a pole?
not as much of a barn as it used to be. They continue to renovate and make it bigger and nicer, but still pretty cool space. Nice outdoor area. They
there
got a lot of
cows?
food trucks.
They got cows?
No cows.
Any
yet.
chickens?
It's not a fucking barn.
No chickens. No
Horses.
pigs. But then they've got their home base in Bellaire, a little tiny town about maybe 3-4 blocks long. But when I got there at like 6:15 Eastern time, it was slammed.
On a
Tuesday.
I was just going to say
like
Tuesday.
June 21st. They're popular.
Maybe there's a bunch of dads using some Father's Day gift cards.
Yeah.
that they got.
Dads, families, everybody was there.
Dads and grads. That's June, baby.
Nice.
Anyways, Clark, thank you for being our server this evening.
But what
Okay.
better way
Sorry.
to begin our tour of
Yes.
Shorts by having their flagship beer. Does anybody know what their flagship beer is?
Obviously,
Beer.
it is.
Tony knows, probably.
That. Yeah, actually, see
I don't
yeah.
know, but I just looked on Untapped. I've had 3 beers that I've checked in by them. The only one I know by name is Soft Parade.
That is not it.
Okay.
That's not it.
Soft Parade is one of their famous ones. It's a fruit beer.
Yeah.
It begins with an L. No, am I wrong?
There's 2 L. There's some L's.
But it begins with an L, doesn't
Llama?
No, the first.
it? Oh no, it begins with an
Puma.
H. Yeah.
Puma, Lupa,
Yeah, Puma
Licious.
Lupa. Sorry.
I've had that actually.
India
My
Pale
bad.
Ale.
My bad. Our server is now coming around, pouring us. Fresh from the can. Were these cans? Were these beers fresh when you purchased them?
Well,
Okay, actually, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that.
Are you a certified beer server?
yes.
Did you buy these from Shorts?
These are direct from Shorts
Okay,
in Bellaire.
that
The
doesn't get fresher
original
than that.
location, the pub.
Thank you, sir.
I will.
Smells like a beer. Yeah.
You said this is a pale?
India Pale Ale, 7.7%.
Ooh.
Always heftier than I think it is. This is my go-to when I am in
I'm
Michigan.
drunk.
I love it in the summer. I think I even posted that a few weeks ago.
You did.
Even just the can. It looks like you're out in nature. And
Ooh, boy.
Pretty sure I've had this.
was not cool about this beer 7 years ago.
very rude.
I was. I'm. Oh, shit. Let's see if I'm about to redeem it. Let me take a sip and we'll talk about what I reviewed it as.
Yeah, when did you review it? 7 years ago?
Yeah.
So that was pre-New England IPA.
Jesus. I can't believe that So May 28th, 2015, I checked this in. I gave it a 2.75 and I said, it's okay. What a
Dick.
I highly disagree today. Holy shit.
But even the comment, it's okay, is not terrible in
No.
itself.
No, but knowing me, that was me kind of just being like, it's okay.
Yeah, because that was back when you're early in Untapped. You're nice.
Oh,
about it.
great. You made alcohol.
Oh, cool.
I get it. We've talked about this before. Back in the day, we cared, or what's the word? What's the phrase I'm looking for? We overthought everything.
Yeah, I think we were being
well,
dicks.
today it's tasting a little different, and I don't feel like this today,
We were
so I'm
being
going to give it a 2.
snobby
Batch
assholes
1 was
about it.
better.
Yeah. I'm not that guy anymore.
I will say that I feel like 7 years ago, this beer would have been less remarkable because a lot of people were making beers like this. But
That's
now,
true.
Yes.
now a lot of everything's like juicy, hazy, low IBUs. This stands out more, is more impressionable.
It's a nice, like, golden color.
Yeah,
It's,
what I like about it, and I guess I don't want to say I'm surprised every time I have it, but I'm surprised every time I have it by...
He said he didn't want to say that, folks. But he was forced to by the beer
Because
guys.
that's all I could say.
Dan is holding a gun to him saying, you better
But
fucking
it's
say that."
malty.
We got a thinker here, guys.
Did I tell you I was surprised
No.
every time I have this?
Interesting.
No, it's malty, it's floral, it's hoppy, it's...
There's a pine.
There's a little bit of juice
Yeah.
in there. I mean,
Yeah,
and there's the
yeah,
pine. I mean,
yeah.
there's kind of a little bit of everything, and nothing's overpowering one or the other.
I was going to say, it's like piney and juicy. It's not like juicy that you'd expect of
No.
juicy beers today, but there's a citrus
Yeah,
to it.
I'm pretty sure I've had this before. I don't remember if I have checked it in. But what's interesting to this is when you said piney, I was like, my first thought was like piney and resin, like that's kind of what's resonating, and it reminds me of a lighter version of 6 Points resin. If you've ever had that.
Yeah.
Never had.
I think that's like 9.5%.
Yeah, in the description, I think it's just 9%. In the description, they're talking about how it's like an imperial IPA.
It drinks like one.
Yeah. The bitterness of it and the sweetness of it, for being 7.7%, it does come across almost as an imperial IPA.
Well, and the mouth feels a lot heavier too.
For sure.
Yeah,
So it's like super coating and like I can literally, my lips kind of sticky.
I fucking love this beer, guys.
It's really good. It is really good. I think it's like, to me, this is like a Midwest IPA.
That's also in the description.
Is it?
We're hitting all the notes. You guys didn't even look at this.
Well,
I have it in
there's
front
even
of
a
me.
little bit of the grassiness that you get sometimes in beers. And you say Midwest, and that was kind of the first thing
Yeah. Well, when I say Midwest, I'm saying it's like, it reminds me of like some Sierra Nevadas, but it's a little more malt forward in terms of like the sweetness and the heft and the mouthfeel than like a Sierra Nevada to me.
Yeah, I could see that.
That's what like a quintessential like old school Midwest IPA is. To me.
I'm. This is distributed here in Chicago, isn't this one here?
Oh, yeah.
Chicago.
Chicago.
Yeah. I need to add this to my list of IPAs that I want to drink regularly.
Yeah, it says it's got 5 different hops in here. So
Yeah,
that
I was
makes
looking-
sense with all the stuff.
I was trying to see. I was hoping they had listed what hops were in there.
Yeah,
I
I
have
could
to
not
imagine-
find that information. I wonder if that's on purpose.
May I point out that we start pretty much, I think the last 2 years we started off talking about how we weren't buying any more beer. We were just going to
Yeah.
brew more.
Yeah.
And I feel like we just buy more and brew less.
Yeah. So we're no longer going to make that resolution anymore about not buying beer. Like so much that like
The resolution's going to be, I'm going to try to brew this year.
yeah, exactly. That's the resolution. Hey, I did one beer. I'm trying to do one more this
I mean,
year.
we've been talking about this episode for a year and a half, I think, and here we are. Who's to say we'll never? Well,
Yeah,
I
we
think
might have
all
a
are to
whole
say.
year of brewing except for barrel aged beers. You know what I mean? Like we'll just buy barrel aged beers, talk to breweries, and then other beers that we drink will just be homebrew beers, right? Dan, you're gonna brew some beers this year.
Yeah.
I got a Mr. Beer kit you can use.
Delicious.
Going around real quick. Brandon, what are you gonna give this beer?
I'd give it 4.25.
Nice. Dan?
I'll do the same.
Clark?
I agree. That's where I'm at
have
tonight.
I have it on my phone ready to go as a 4.25 right now. That's a pretty good jump. Pretty good
Unanimous.
jump. Yeah. Good job, Dan.
0.5 jump.
Yeah. Solid IPA. Fantastic. Shorts, what else do you have in the bag for us?
We've got. What do you have in that bag?
That's the name of the beer?
There is actually
That would be great.
That would be awesome.
But now we are drinking double K, a double India style pale lager.
Are you sure it's not a double Indiana?
Unfortunately, that's another beer. We'll get into that some other show.
Bummer. Sorry, guys. I'm drinking water between like a responsible person. Clark, you should be a server.
Thank you.
Oh, Dan took a whiz in a cup. Brandon, you should get into sound effects works for cartoons and movies.
you should be on the Police Academy remake.
Oh my goodness, the fox just...
Are they doing a remake?
No, I don't know.
What sound does that make?
Yeah.
So pissed if they did.
What does the fox say?
So I want you to taste this, and then I need to make a comment.
Okay. Oh, hello.
Let's see.
It's kind of a hazy looking beer too, by the way.
Fuck you, Clark. That is a delicious beer.
Okay, so if I told you this was canned in October, would that surprise you?
No,
I was actually gonna
yes.
say-
Actually, it would.
So-
I don't think it surprised me, but
It would
I
surprise
still
me.
think it's really good.
yeah, it tastes good. I get a little bit of like the
You can.
aftertaste. I get
And
or something.
I think one of whatever the last episode, the full episode I was on, we had mentioned shorts very quickly, or that I had just been there, and I was like, I got some things I want to say about shorts. This was in their, pick 6-pack fridge
Like at the brewery.
at the brewery,
Ooh.
and I didn't even think to look at the date.
why?
on the
Because you're
can
at the
in
brewery,
I'm
right.
like, I'm here. It must be at least within a month or two.
Yeah, maybe
And
3.
Of course, I got back to the hotel, and I'm going, October. That's
Old.
a long time ago. A little disappointed, but let's talk about the beer anyway.
I'm surprised I didn't pick up on that because every time that I buy a beer like randomly and if I didn't check the date, I'm like, oh, that sounds good, or whatever, and I try it. I'm like, oh shit, there's like a weird like off.
So
bitterness to
here's
it.
the thing in general. I can have, like, even if I go to, like, Miller Lite or Bud Light, that can sit in my fridge for
Yeah,
quite a while.
that's different.
I'll drink it, and it's, like, whatever.
Pretty much the same.
I'm wondering, and like, if it's a lager, but it's an imperial lager. I wonder if
forgot
there's
about
some
that, there was a lager
preservation
part.
going along in here.
There's a lager. There's a lager.
Yeah.
I missed that part.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot. It doesn't drink like a lager. If someone who wanted a lager bought this, they'd be fucking pissed.
But and that's the thing, though. It's for what it is, I feel like it's now gotten maltier. And again, I don't know what it tastes like fresh, but there's more maltiness. There's some of that similar resin that I was getting from the Humaluma whatever.
Humalupalicious?
Yeah.
Only took me 9 years to remember that one.
But in all, again, if I didn't know this was October, I wouldn't have really known.
Yeah,
there's no like off like oxidation or anything like that, or like metallicness that sometimes you get from the can. Like
with old IPAs, I always like there is this weird. Again, it's not an IPA, but with like super hoppy beers, like there's a weird like everything kind of becomes muddled. Like there's no distinguishing tastes of like the malt or the hops or even with the yeast and everything. Like,
well, here's a good question: like how was that like almost 2-year-old all day IPA that you drank?
So that's only 1 year, and it wasn't all. It was the all day vacay. Right. It was just the wheat
from your birthday.
Yeah,
your
it tasted fine.
But I don't think you can also can't compare. Like, I mean, I don't know how big Shorts is, but I'm assuming Founders is larger than them and probably has more.
Yeah.
High tech equipment, but it's like zero oxygen entering and all that stuff.
Yeah, The comparison there I think is a little different. Plus the all day vacay is a wheat beer, like a hopped wheat.
That's true.
Something like that. But that was fine. Like the one that I had before we started, that was good. This isn't bad.
No, definitely not.
If I would say anything else, anything specifically that stands out about it. This does not drink like any lager I've ever had.
No, it reminds me of like a double hazy IPA or something.
What's
like that.
It's
malty.
ABV on this one?
8.9.
What?
Jesus Christ.
I feel like I could do
a lager.
I'm not getting like alcohol burn, but you can taste it in the maltiness to me.
But
You're right.
That's certainly why I'm getting some of that resin.
Yeah.
I
want to get this fresh. I want to try it fresh, just like any old beer we've had.
Yeah, I'd like to get this fresh. This is obviously the double version of. They have just an MK, which is a 5.9 ABV beer, I believe I saw. That I did not like many years ago, apparently. But
would you give it a 2.75? Like
I did actually, but so that probably turns into a 3.75 these days.
Is this an Office Space reference?
No.
Okay. Where is it from? No,
South Park.
Oh.
No, it's MK, not mm-hmm.
What was the tagline for the South Park movie? Anybody know?
Ooh, bigger, longer, uncut.
That's what it says here. This is MK, bigger, bolder, bitterer. So that's exactly what it is.
Right.
Ding, ding, ding! You've won the first prize of the evening.
Thank you. What is that prize?
Not you, Dan did.
I said bigger, longer, uncut though.
You did. But you came up with that it was. Boy, Tony is real distraught over his loss in the game show of Name That Movie the beer's named after. He's left the show recording studio out through the green room. He's coming back through the green room past the bowl of M&Ms that he requests every show. And
only blue M&Ms. Sorry, I was just really upset about that. I just really thought I was the one who was going to get it because I got the tagline. But Dan, congratulations. I apologize for leaving in such an abrupt manner.
What did Tony not win?
Blue M&Ms.
Those are my fucking blue M&Ms. All right.
All right. So somebody walks up to you.
Oh shit.
Nobody's walking. Nobody's on the trapeze.
I don't know, man. Someone might be. I think we need to wait.
They might be mowing the lawn.
Might be a little later.
Wait. I was gonna say. I feel like it may be unfair to judge this.
Yeah,
but it's not what I would expect if you were like we've been saying.
I think
hop the hell out of it.
If any of us come across this October, November, whatever, even in December, just not like a full year almost. Grab it and let's all try it again.
And
at least tell us what you think about it.
Not to put you on a spot, but is it seasonal? Or?
This was brewed for their Hoppy Holiday Pack that they come out with usually around Thanksgiving. So, technically not seasonal, but
Thanksgiving is a good time of year because you eat turkey, you know?
Yeah, I like turkey.
Or tofurkey.
Okay, well, you're into that, weirdo. I'm just joking. If you guys don't eat meat, it's totally cool. Clark, how many more beers do you say we have?
A few. They're going down in ABV. So
cool. No, that's fine. I think we just have, let's try another one. Then,
yeah, let's do it. We're bringing out Space Rock.
Ooh, yeah.
Pale Ale. Hopped with some tasty little nuggets of alien technology.
Ooh. I'm scared. Right?
I'm intrigued.
Like alien rocks in a beer? What is it, like pop rocks? I'm not even going to say I'm going to put another rim shot on that one because I am not going to do it. I like the can. The can's purple fine. And the... Did you say the can's fine?
Fun.
Oh, the can's fine.
It holds the beer. Shut up.
Oh, very cool.
I do believe in the bottles, they used to have a guy riding a spaceship jet ski. If I'm not mistaken, what happened to that?
I don't know. You know what?
I don't
rocket. I don't think you have this, by the way, to drink. But what is the one that we really like? That is a Hitchhiker's
Pan-Galactic Star.
Yeah.
Pan-Galactic Gargle Blaster.
Gargle Blaster. Yeah, you don't have that tonight, right?
No, that is not out right now.
It's one of my favorites from them.
That will be an after the final pour sometime.
Or just drink it without recording it one day.
You are right.
Oh, yeah. He pulled it up. Fuck yeah, that's right.
Snow.
Yeah. Snowmobile in space? Yeah.
It says, because aliens exist, or the two license plates.
If it's in space, it's just a fucking rocket ship. I don't care what it looks like.
Oh.
Snowmobile, snowblower, pontoon boat. It's a spaceship.
Brandon's fucking dying on this cross is what I'm thinking. If it's in space, it's a rocket ship. Jesus. Oh, Jesus, dying on a cross. Look at that. Brandon, did you get a chance to try this one?
Nope.
Okay. Dan, how about you, buddy?
Will you try it?
Nope.
Fuck that. Not until you guys all admit it's a goddamn rocket ship.
Yeah. This is good. It's lighter bodied for sure. It's refreshing. It's got like a wheat sort of texture to me.
Mouthfeel, yeah. There you go with that texture.
Yeah, it's a little bumpy in texture for me.
It reminds me of when I have wheat bread. You know what sucks? I wish that we didn't have those last two. I wish we started with this.
I was going to say that.
Sorry, Clark.
Whoops.
No, it's okay. I'm not knocking your curation. It's terrible. But I feel like I'm missing what I would probably really like about this beer because I still have bitterness.
Mm-hmm.
I've finished off this whole bunch of water for the last two beers, and I still have like residual bitterness from those last two.
I still have that, but I feel like they make this more refreshing to me.
Yeah, but I don't get anything else.
Yeah,
it's kind of like I'm gonna do what Brandon's doing. He's switching around like he's using it as a mouthwash.
I mean, I'm not sure there's a ton to get here.
Ooh.
It's a 5%.
What kind of
that helps?
Is it say what style?
It's a pale ale.
A pale ale. You said?
Just pale ale.
Yeah.
And now, as Dan noticed, it is a gluten-reduced beer. It's not gluten-free.
No wonder it's making me
Crafted to
sick.
remove gluten.
Sorry, that's the gluten leaving my body. Fantastic. No, I have no problem with gluten. I love gluten-free beers, actually. No, I swirled it around in my mouth a little bit to kind of get that side bitterness off my tongue. I like it. It's not a bad beer.
It's interesting. It's
I like
55
pale
IBU, which I feel is on the high side for pale ale, isn't it?
Yes, very much so. But what were the other ones? The other ones are at what, like 200 IBUs and 300 IBUs?
The Unke was 78. Huma was 70. So yeah, we're up there.
It's pretty high. It's good. It's refreshing. I like it. We didn't go around the room last time for the IPL. Brandon, what would you give that last one? I know you can't give it a fair review because it's kind of old, but I don't feel like it really affected us.
No, I'm probably, for what it was, I'd give it a 4.
Dan?
3.75 for
what?
The IPL.
I was gonna say
the last
for
one.
what it was. So if I'm like drinking that, just like straight up drinking it, maybe give it a 3.75. But if I like someone handed it to me and I was looking for a lager, even if it was an imperial lager, 3.
But this is where I go, like, for what it was. Now having it fresh is
That's what when you said for what it was. I didn't know if you were saying for a lager.
No, just for like the taste in general.
Yeah.
Like, I'm kind of excluding the style in that rating, just how I liked it.
Did you enjoy it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I had it fresh. I think my score comes down a little bit because it's almost 9 months old. It is 9 months old. So
It's like a baby being born.
it was just like a baby being born.
Except it was a baby.
Full gestation.
I'd give this specific can, knowing it was canned in October, I'd give it a 3.5.
Yeah, I'd probably go there with you. For what it tasted like, I'd go 4. Based on
it coming literally direct from
Sure,
their home base.
If
That's the part that annoys me the most.
yeah, no, I would be upset too. But me trying it, I liked it. But if I got that, like based on taste, not knowing what kind of beer it was, that's a 4 that I like. based on knowing how old it is and what type of beer it is, that's like a 3.25. Just because like I wouldn't tell anybody who like, hey, I love lagers. Oh shit, try this beer. I've got this lager here. Like that's like a hot bomb for a lager. Mm-hmm. Sorry, shorts. This one on the other hand, Space Rock. Rocks in your face. Is there a movie reference to this one at all? Do you know?
Not that I can tell.
Bigger, longer, uncut.
No.
Damn. Brandon, if Dan was walking down the street and then Dan was like...
Oh, sorry. I thought you were going to impersonate me again.
No, he's just Dan.
Hey, man.
Dan, that's not how you sound.
I did base the character off of Dan. Actually,
you did?
Before meeting him.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Zach Pratt.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if Zach and Brack will run into each other today. Might be. Oh, shit. Brandon, Dan, don't worry. Dan, Brandon, what do you think about Space Rock? It's like mouthwash.
I'm going to go 3.5 on this one.
Now, what if I tell you this was canned in December?
Was it?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was going to hold back on that one.
No,
I just wanted to see what you guys thought.
That's...
So this one I didn't get.
Not as bad.
I would also go with 3.5, but I was going to say I don't get the hoppiness fading like I did in the last one in terms of age. But it wasn't super hoppy to me. Like I didn't get like the bad taste from it, but I didn't get much hop.
What was the style again?
Pale
Ale. Yeah, I mean, I suppose that style lends itself to not being as noticeable when it's a little bit older. When you're not,
depending on the brewery. Jeez, like
true.
We've talked about some of these like overly hopped pale ales. So
yeah, we're looking at you, Three Floyds. I would Clark. Where are you going with this? Sorry, I was by myself in the first.
I go 3.5.
3.5.
Fine.
Yeah, 3.5 is. You know what? It's at this point almost 8 months old. Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad for being an 8-month-old pale ale. I think I wasn't able to give it a fair shake just because I feel like I still had some residual hop bitterness from the last two beers. But yeah, 3.5, pretty good. I like it. I would like to try it fresh, but I am not going to kick this beer out of bed unless my wife's like, "Why is that beer in bed?" Like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I would drink this outside on a hot summer day.
We'll be right back. Finally. I'm so excited.
It's weird. It doesn't look like it.
Chocolate sauce. IPA.
And we're back.
We're back. Hey guys, how was that break?
It was lovely.
It was eventful.
Good.
A lot of conversations.
You guys sound effects.
A lot of fucking doubting Thomases.
Chocolate sauce.
Oh shit. This is the Shorts episode. If you don't know that, I don't know why. I don't know how you would get into the second half of a podcast without knowing what happened in the first half. Has that ever happened to you guys? You're listening to a podcast, you're like, oh shit, I'm in the second
halfway
half.
through.
Yeah. Oh, I saw where the break music was. I don't listen to a 4-minute cover of Pink Floyd's Time, which if anybody listened to the last episode, that was Fluid Minds.
Hey, I've got an idea.
And that was pretty good.
Really?
Let's do an impromptu mystery beer. What do we got, gentlemen?
This,
I like
sir. I already have a guess.
All right, well, guess. That's
It's
the
old.
game.
It's from last
Yeah, this is-
January.
January 2019.
So, I mean, I don't know for sure, but it just reminds me of
That's
just
the
like
point. You obviously don't know for sure.
taking a stab in the dark. It reminds me of beers I've had before that have like passion fruit in it.
There is.
What style of beer?
I'm going to say it's a wheat beer.
Yeah, like a wheat beer with
It's
passion
I want to know,
fruit.
what are you tasting? What do you got? What do
I
you
got
do?
blood orange a little bit. Some citrusy, maybe some
see
blood
that.
orange.
When I tell you what it is, you're going to go, oh, yeah.
I'm getting grapefruit.
Yeah, okay. I like grapefruit. Grapefruit more than blood orange. Yeah.
I'm starting to get more citrus now that I'm like taking a couple sips.
All right, before you finish it, I'm
It's
going
like
to tell
very
you
pithy.
that it is Shorts Margarita IPA.
Oh.
Feel that salt when you bring the cup of beer. I'm serious.
I'm also eating pretzels.
Is it a Goza?
It's an IPA.
You said
an
IPA, sorry.
Yeah.
You can like get the
some
salt
salt in there.
essence. I mean, am I
I'm munching on pretzels. There is. I mean, it's like a little bit of taste
in
in
the
it.
air?
12
It dries-
pretzels in, and Tony's like, I can totally taste this salt.
I know I can taste it.
Might be power suggestion, but I do feel like it dries my tongue out when I sip.
But
For sure.
but I think salt in the beer, like Tony's sat by the ocean, it's kind of got that same mouthfeel where
Yeah, it's delicious.
the salt kind of dries it a little bit. It gives it a drier finish, I think.
Leaves
So
you
it's
wanting more.
Yeah, instead of an IPA where you usually get that juiciness, you get the juiciness up front when you're tasting whatever they're using for margarita. Does it say what they're flavoring?
I mean, it's just this lime, agave, and pink Himalayan sea salt.
Oh,
There's like, I don't
totally knew that wasn't regular.
I don't
table
get lime.
salt.
Yeah.
I don't get lime. I get like
It's definitely not kosher.
pithy. Yeah.
Or
Ooh,
gluten
boy.
free.
Oh no! It's very bitter. It's like
Bitter?
I'm sorry. Did I fucking stutter?
No, I
Dan?
mean like hoppy bitter?
No. Let me finish.
I was shocked.
Then you can speak. Pithy, like the pith of a fucking citrus fruit. You ever eaten like the white pith of a fucking grapefruit, or maybe like on an orange? It's just a little bit bitter because you couldn't get it all off.
Tony has a
Actually,
lisp. He's
Shut the
saying-
fuck up right now, Clark. This is
like
between me and Dan. His job is on the line.
I actually grew up with a grapefruit tree in my backyard.
Oh, okay. So you're familiar with pith?
I am.
Okay. Are you getting that from this beer at all?
Yeah.
Oh,
The
okay.
pith are you talking about?
I swear to God, I'm gonna throw this. I'm tearing up the hip hop sticker I got. Yeah, that's kind of what that's the bitterness that I get. I'm not saying like it's a super like bitter beer, but the bitterness that I am getting from this beer, it's pithy. Okay, I didn't think I'd say pithy.
I'm
so
right
many
there with you, Tony.
Fucking times in one episode.
Yeah. I
You
would
got a
agree with
handful
you.
of pith.
I just pithed my pants.
No, the pith of a lime. Do you not understand? We just went over this.
I'm sorry. It's like a pith of a grapefruit to me, though.
Okay, lime.
Not for me. Brandon, what do you feel about this beer? Or how do you feel about this beer?
It's the pith. It's good. Now that you say lime, I guess I can kind of see where that's going. I do like the dryness that you're kind of getting from the salt, and I do. As the more I drink it, the more I'm actually getting kind of the flavor of the salt or whatever.
The saltiness, yeah. You want a pretzel?
No. Overall, I mean, good beer. It's really light, refreshing. Probably a hot summer day beer.
Like if you're in your backyard?
Totally.
I like it.
6.6%.
Ah.
You know what?
Heavier than I would
Shit,
have guessed.
yeah.
That's what I was gonna say.
I'd say like
I was-
4.5,
yeah.
5.
I was like, this is probably a nice, easy, light beer. No, 6.6.
No, it's fucking knocking me on my ass while I'm mowing the lawn, right?
You sue shorts because you lost your foot. I mowed my foot over.
What would you give it out of 5, baby?
I'd do 4.
All right.
Yeah.
Daniel.
Brandon keeps stealing my ratings.
I know, I'm right there.
But there's like, I would never call
It's a
this an
hive
IPA.
mind.
Really?
Mind.
I agree with you, Dan.
Yeah, I would never call this an IPA, but it's like, it's good. The saltiness, like Brandon was saying, I'm starting to get it like on my lips and stuff like that. Like on my lips feel like they're.
I snuck a pretzel. I snuck a pretzel into your beer when you weren't looking.
But
During our argument.
it's a very, I really do like it. Yeah, I'd say 4. That like, I'm not going to say it's a Goza, but that Goza style is not my like favorite style, which is probably what's taking it down a little bit, but I think it's like a well done version of it.
Clark Tholomew.
I'm right at 4, mostly because of the execution of the beer. That salt dryness
Wait, it was
that I get.
murdered?
Yeah, exactly. No, the dryness I can actually literally feel as I mentioned earlier, as when I bring the glass to my mouth. It's interesting.
Would it just hit your lips like this?
Yeah.
Nice.
It does say to drink with a salt rim and a little slice of lime in there.
Why didn't you do that for us?
That comes at the deluxe serving.
That's
Coming
it.
next week.
2024, maybe.
The prefix menu.
27 and a
Yeah.
half.
I think I'm with you guys.
Do you think that the IPA is like a marketing thing?
What do you mean?
It doesn't taste like an IPA to me, but like to call it an IPA.
I agree.
Well, that's. I was gonna say, like, I'll give it a.
Told me it was a Goza. I would have been.
Yeah. Well, that's. I mean, you and I both said, Dan, when we thought it was a wheat beer right off the bat, like, and I still kind of go with that. Again, that's 2 beers now that are from Shorts where it's like it's saying one thing, but I'm getting something else, which is not a bad thing. It's just I feel like it's kind of misleading. This would be something like I wouldn't have bought this for my wife to enjoy because it says it's an IPA.
Yep.
Had this not said it was an IPA, or it's like a wheat beer or something, or just in a margarita style ale, that to me I'd be like, oh, you might like this because, and that's kind of how it comes across to me. Like I said, the bitterness comes from like a pithiness of citrus fruit. There is a nice saltiness to it. I'm also going to go with a 4, but I don't consider it an IPA. Much like Three Floyds. Fucking Zombie Dust is not a pale ale. Let me tell you. Oh, we're not there.
Yeah, listen to episode like 29 or whatever that was. We already went on.
and 37.
And
41.
52.
Yeah.
52. And as well.
Crack. That's my sound effect for a can opening.
Sorry, I was eating a pretzel, so I had to mute my mic.
Now we're getting crazy. Oh, God. We've got
Soft braid?
peaches and cream, high gravity golden ale with peaches and milk, sugar.
I wish this was the mystery beer.
The mystery beer.
The mystery beer is peaches and creme.
Peaches and cream.
Peaches and cream.
Oh, the song.
I know, I was trying to switch up.
112 or something? Is that right?
Yeah, 112.
212.
Thank you. Look at
Peaches
you.
and cream.
212?
212 Brew Club. We did our own musical called Peaches and Cream.
Did you already say what this was? I'm sorry.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you busy texting while you're on the fucking show, Dan?
I just found out that my best friend is going to be moving to Chicago.
Oh, shit. There's not a spot on the show.
He doesn't drink.
Okay. Well, now there is a spot on the show. We're looking for someone new to replace one of us. Who's it going to be? We'll find out on the Maltese this year. Be sure to tune in December 2022. One of us is getting the axe. Clark, take us to this beer, baby.
Peaches and cream. It's a specialty beer from Shorts. It says it's a classic from our storied 2007 Imperial Beer Series. I didn't know that existed.
Shorts, you're teaching us something new every day.
There's a wacky amount of fresh peach and milk sugar in this brew, and boy, howdy does it taste like dessert in a glass. And I'm just reading from the webpage.
That's good.
You'll be pleased as a peach with this treat. 8.3 ABV.
Holy
36
shit.
IBU.
You said the ABV was going down.
He lied.
You didn't say it was going back up.
That's the mystery of my beer tastings.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Where is the dessert in the glass?
Okay, so what? Also, what's the date on this beer? Just out of
I think it was
curiosity.
April. Actually.
April?
Yeah,
Okay.
so-
Okay. I would like this beer to stay in April.
Very end
I
of it. Almost May 1st.
don't like being a jerk about beers, but sometimes
You gotta be honest.
You're a
I
jerk.
gotta be honest. Sometimes I'm a jerk. Right, Dan? No, Dan, you're right. Sometimes I am a jerk.
I would know.
You get the brunt of it. Now shut up and let the adults talk. I don't really care for this beer. It is, for it being a peaches and cream imperial blonde. Is that correct?
Golden Ale.
Golden
High
Ale,
gravity
sorry.
Golden Ale.
Like at first, like when it hits my tongue, there's a nice little sweetness to it. It smells good. There's this weird bitterness that goes over my tongue that fucking, like, I don't have bitter desserts. So it's kind of like, I don't know, man.
It's almost like
I feel like something's wrong with this
the
beer.
bitterness to me is like the high alcohol bitterness.
Yeah. Okay, there you go.
Sure.
Tasting the alcohol.
It's like taking away from what I think maybe they were trying to go for.
May I say this?
Please.
No.
Am I getting a hint of Bourbon County wheat wine?
Oh, shit.
There's something in here that's reminding me of
I don't know.
something.
Let me go get one.
And I think it's the wheat wine. I don't know what that is. I'm like,
I
what
think I
is this
could see
reminding
that.
me?
I feel like it's the sweet and the bitterness, like the alcohol. Maybe like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what, Brandon? Go grab your wheat wine so we can all take a sip real quick.
My comments on this, I kind of like the peach flavor.
I do like the peach
Yes,
flavor.
that's what- very
and the
well
sweetness
done.
is very nice.
The aroma,
Yeah,
the note.
I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not a sweet beer person.
Neither.
but
No,
I feel like I like milk stouts, but when like milk sugar or lactose, whatever you want to call it, is added in anything in the
Other-
light beer, I like hate it, and I can taste it, and that's the end flavor for me on this. I don't like it. It reminds me of a milkshake IPA, but
Yeah.
yeah, I like I really do like the peachness, and like it kind of smells almost. I mean, the peach comes through in the smell for me.
Yeah.
Maybe in more like because of the sweetness, it's coming through like a candied candied
peach,
ring
yeah.
peach.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see what you're getting at.
I wish that. Sorry, I know we're still going around. Like, I really wish that bitterness was not there
Agreed.
because this would be a really nice beer, in my opinion. Like, I get what you're saying about the sweetness, how that's like a turn off for you, but like the peach, like there's a tartness to it too. But there's just that like, I keep going back to it, hoping that bitterness is. Just
Yeah, I wish
not
it was
gonna go
done
with
as a
the
lighter,
moment. Yeah.
like a
Not in
5%
Imperial.
or something.
So I just drank the rest of it, and it was, dude, I just breathing, like exhaling was like an alcohol burn coming up almost. Like, and I wouldn't normally expect that on like a little over 8.5% beer.
Especially for a golden ale.
Yeah.
Well, it's like what did you call it? A high gravity golden ale?
Yeah, and so that's where I'm wondering what makes it high gravity. Like, I wonder if they boozed this.
They couldn't. That's illegal to do.
Tell all the slushy beer makers.
It's the Imperial. It's from the Imperial Beer Series, so they were.
So I mean, it's
putting all sorts
No,
of-
high gravity.
and I'm not assuming that they did that, but it just the way that alcohol burn kind of came through.
Yeah.
Like, it's surprising for something that even that's a high gravity golden ale. Just the way it was coming through is just way more than expected.
Imagine Cross of Gold being an imperial style beer.
That'd be
It'd
awesome.
probably be delicious.
Okay, yeah. That,
But I can kind of see
Without
that
peaches
in
and
here. I
cream.
mean, that's a great point.
Yeah.
When you said that, I'm going, oh yeah,
Kinda
minus
see
all the
that.
peaches and cream and junk.
would that because of how I want to say simple, but how almost like delicate and easy a golden ale is that why that booziness, that boozy bitterness and burn maybe is coming through a bit more?
Could be. I do have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
If this was like slightly spiced and released in like November or December, I feel like it would be like a good like seasonal winter beer or fall beer,
Like a good beer
like a
that's
peach cobbler almost.
like
type
to
of
sit in
thing.
your backyard when there's a fire and you've
Yeah.
got like a hoodie on.
But
and
when I
snow
think
coming
spring,
out.
I'm not thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
not
what is
this.
the spice I'm thinking of that I put in my pumpkin ale?
Nutmeg?
Well, that
Allspice?
Allspice. Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
Also, even like a little cinnamon in that just would have like
Yeah.
probably. Well, it made me think of when you said that the Lost Palate from IP from Goose Island,
Mango, yeah.
mango and a little bit of cinnamon. I keep forgetting about that beer. That's really fucking good. But yeah, this is not a hit for me, and it's unfortunate because I know that Shorts does some cool creative beers. This one just not for me. Brandon, going around the room right now. What do you landed on? If you don't want to be the first one to rate it, it's okay.
No, it's okay. I'm gonna give this one a 3.
All right, Daniel, son.
I was gonna go with 3.25 because I can kind of see where they're going with it, and I just know it's not for me, so I'm kind of like hedging a little bit.
I'm 3.25. It's interesting. I'm glad I had 2.5 ounces of it, 3 ounces.
Yeah, I'm going like 2.5. Like it's just that bitterness really kind of kills it for me, and it's like for what it is. Again, for what it is, and for what it tastes like, those two things combined, that makes it kind of a 2.5 for me. Sorry, Shorts. I really wanted to Just give us a higher one. I can't.
Peaches and cream.
We're not doing that.
Give it a higher one.
Steve Winwood's here. Steve, tell us what you think about this beer.
It's really fucking good. No.
I wonder if there's gluten in this next beer.
There's not, but when I said we're going lower in ABV a couple beers ago, that was a total lie.
Yeah.
This next beer is chocked full of gluten goodness.
Gluten and booze.
We're moving on to a different variation of one of their popular beers that one of you mentioned at the start of the show. This is Double Soft Parade.
Ooh, Double Soft Parade. Didn't know that existed.
9% ABV.
Holy
14
shit.
A fruit ale brewed with double the strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries.
Ooh,
I love
I'm excited about this
double
one.
soft.
Have you had this before?
And guess what? It's from the 2007 Imperial Beer Series.
Ooh.
This
Is it from 2007? Cool.
It was canned in August 2007.
As the resident Shorts beer expert,
Wait, seriously?
does regular Soft Parade also have the other fruits other than strawberry?
Yes.
Okay.
Right?
I believe so.
Can you pour a little bit on that peaches and cream we got in there, baby? Ooh. Oh, boy. Hey, is there a label on that can? I kind of want to save that label. I like that. It's a sticker.
Tear that off.
Thanks, man. This... What is that? It's like a plane going by.
It sounded like a
Ooh,
Soft Parade.
that smells delicious. Coming off the bat there.
It is a parade.
whoa, the smell on it.
Yeah.
That's
I don't want.
interesting.
The funny thing about
Did you
this,
take a sip?
No,
I haven't taken a sip yet, but
I haven't either, but if this was what the peaches and cream smelled like, talking about a dessert beer, this one smells a little more desserty to me.
Yeah. It smells really good.
It smells a little funky to me too.
I get like, and I know like diacetyl, but like buttered popcorn almost on the smell.
Have you tasted it yet?
That
No.
means you have COVID.
It's in there somewhere.
The Long COVID. Dan, brought to you by The Long COVID. I want to know what you guys think about the taste. 'Cause
The longest COVID. Ooh.
It changes as it sits in your mouth. It's
Yeah.
like my first sip and going, "Ooh, this is delicious," and then it kind of got a little weird, a little acid. Or
And this may totally be in my head, but I took a sip and I'm getting that popcorn butter flavor.
Yes, yeah.
So I'm not getting the popcorn butter thing.
Only a certain percentage of the population can pick up diacetyl.
And I vape, so that acid is always in my mouth. That's not a lie.
Sounds erotic.
Not. I'll say this. Is anybody
Tell him I said hi.
is anybody getting any strong bitterness in the middle of their tongue by any chance?
Yeah, well, I'm getting it in the back
Yeah, a little
of
bit.
my mouth.
I'm getting the same bitterness that I got. Maybe I have COVID. I don't know. I'm getting the same bitterness that I got from the peaches and cream, and it's a big turnoff for me. Like
I'm not getting that.
I'm in the fruitiness, but there's just like this astringent like bitterness. Like take a sip, I get that fruitiness.
Yeah.
I see what you guys are saying, maybe a little about the bitterness, but then there's just this like off-putting bitterness I do not like about this beer.
Yeah, I agree. That's the one. The rest I do like, but that you're right. It's
like it's
as
really
it sits
good
in
up
my mouth,
front.
I'm like,
Yeah, exactly. Like it's like residual beer that's sitting. It's
Now, do we?
That's the butter from the popcorn.
oh bitter
Do we
butter.
think that like because this is 8.8 or whatever you said or what?
It is
It's
9.
Yeah. Is it just like? Does it seem like all their high ABV beers kind of come off like that?
For me, that's what it's kind of feeling like
So
tonight.
far, yeah.
For tonight.
But a little different since it's a fruit.
Except for that, the first two were good. Well, the first one was really good. Second one was really old.
But it didn't taste like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like this one much more than the last one. But
I
it's not.
don't like either one of them.
I don't really want either.
Yeah.
There's something that's going on in the back of my mouth that's just not making me want to keep
It
drinking
is the
this.
buttered popcorn to me. I keep getting it. I can't.
To me, it's like it's funny that you're saying butter.
That's why I love it.
And I fucking love going to the movies.
Funny,
It
you're
reminds me-
right. This bitterness, it just lingers and it sits there, and as it's been in your mouth for literally 20 seconds, it starts to grow.
Well, and it's funny that you keep mentioning the diacetyl. It now is like it's like a butter. Like you know, you got butter in your mouth.
Yeah, when you put a stick of butter in your mouth.
I mean,
yeah.
say you got a stick of butter. Okay, So you're walking down the street and someone's like, "Hey man, you ever put a stick of butter in your mouth?" You're like, "Of course."
It's like eating at a Lotus with nothing but the butter.
Exactly, exactly. Or you're at the movie theater. You're like, "I'm gonna pour this imitation." No, but like there's a coating in your mouth.
I've got some
okay,
upstairs.
How about this? Like fucking microwave popcorn. What did I say? Like that, you know, how it coats your mouth like that.
But it's
that's
like
what I have right now in my mouth.
Yeah.
But there was the bitterness, and then it's this.
Have you so I haven't made microwave popcorn in a long time. But you have like the buttered microwave popcorn. You empty the bag, and then that like crust that's kind of on the bag from the butter
That you lick?
That's what it tastes and smells like.
Yeah.
I've never had a beer.
I've never had that either. This is weird.
Yeah, it's weird. It's kind of blowing my mind because I always heard about it, and I never was really able to pick it up.
I had the bitterness, and now it feels like my mouth is coated with like
Grease.
At least it doesn't taste like boxwood.
That is cat piss. Boxwood is cat piss. Hey, Clark, did you think this is the way the Shorts episode was going to go?
No.
I was really excited about this. I feel like...
Now, I feel like we can have a part 2 sometime.
Absolutely.
And do more of their... I guess I did end up getting some of their crazier beers.
No,
but
I mean...
on purpose. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, I've probably
I'm not disappointed by this, by any means. I'm glad we're doing it.
No, it's been really interesting.
It is interesting. And Shorts, just so you know, if you are listening to this episode, we might be feeling certain ways about this beer, about these beers, but we still do like your brewery.
We're definitely doing a part 2 sometime.
Yeah.
And I'm going to grab a different variation.
We still buy Shorts beers.
Out of Michigan. When some of the flagship, not the flagship, the special releases they only do in Michigan.
Yeah.
Now, Brandon, we're not going to talk about that one beer that we've commented on.
Oh, yeah.
We'll leave that one for another time.
What beer is that, guys?
That beer.
Michigan IPA, summer IPA.
That's weird, because I liked that one, you guys.
Okay, but you didn't have it like a couple more weeks after.
Oh, did it fall off at that point?
Oh, yeah.
Real weird.
Hey, what was the one we had in fall?
That was good.
That was the other one.
IPA,
The
and I told
autumn.
Brandon
Oh, yeah.
that.
Oh, man, that one's fucking
Like, that was
awesome.
fantastic. And the label's amazing.
Yeah, it's
and it was
super
really
cool.
good. The summer one.
It was like the
first time
perfect...
I had it was like, this is fine. All right, well, I guess we'll go out and say it.
Yeah.
It was fine. And then the second one I had, I dumped after having half of it. It was real soapy and weird and lacking.
I think it's the Mosaic hops that got you on that one.
But then
It was
Brandon,
so watery.
and I gave you guys
Yeah.
one.
I thought it was okay.
He's like, oh, you gave it to me because it's bad. I'm like, no.
Thought you guys would want this. Brandon, overall on this beer, what are you going with? I mean, go with your gut.
275.
Okay. Dan, hip hops, bringing that funk. I only said that because you said smoke kind of funky.
I'll do 275. 275.
275, the highest.
275.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with. I'm not rating this. I would not.
I'm with you.
I'm probably not gonna drink this ever again. I won't seek this out unless I know for sure there's something.
I didn't know
different.
that was an option, you son of a bitch.
I mean, you can't. I mean, sorry.
This
Oh, you know
guy.
what? If I'm gonna rate it, then I would have. I probably like. So if I'm on Untapped and I'm gonna check it in, 0.25.
Do you think this is worse than the last one?
Absolutely.
Wow.
If not, they're to me they're equal.
So this, because the other thing is that
They're
the other
equal.
one,
There's-
What'd you give the other one? 2.5?
2.75.
No, I
So they're not equal then.
You're right. They're not equal. This is worse. Thanks for correcting me on that, Clark. That's why we need you here as a fact checker.
but I was gonna say the other one. I feel like
I'm not very good at that.
I feel like the other one like came out how they intended, and we didn't really
Yeah.
like it. This one clearly, like the diacetyl is an off flavor. It's not supposed to be there.
Well, that's why I like it
We
even
don't
less.
know if it
Yeah.
wasn't hopped with buttered popcorn.
Or hopped with
Try
sticks
hot
of butter.
This was canned in February, so
Oh.
wouldn't cause
that
it
shouldn't.
acid.
Yeah,
No.
that's just
Yeah.
not good. Sorry, Shorts. We still.
Has anybody ever dry hopped a beer with popcorn?
I'm sure. Wait,
Yeah.
what about beer for movies?
Oh yeah, beer for movies. Well, yeah. They use
Yeah, they
popcorn and
They did buttered
Himalayan
popcorn.
sea salt.
Is it buttered
smoked
popcorn?
salt. No, I don't know if it's buttered popcorn.
thought
But
it
they
was.
use popcorn.
Maybe not. I thought it was.
Oh, why don't you say it one more time?
I thought it was. Maybe not. I thought it was.
so it's just corn.
Or Limp Biscuit. Clark, are there any more beers left in your?
We have no, there aren't any more beers.
Uh-oh.
But
Oh boy.
there's one more can of alcoholic beverage.
What?
Some of you may know that Shorts does have a cider line, and I
I
thought,
didn't
why
know that.
not? Especially this one.
By the way, that's my name backwards. Why not?
Star Cut Ciders is the name of their ciders line.
Just Blue Dan's mind.
This one's called Squishy.
Squishy.
It is a cherry hard cider. And where better to bring a cherry hard cider back from is the cherry
capital of
the
Michigan.
Midwest.
the cherry place in Michigan.
Cherry capital of the Midwest.
Is that where Abe Lincoln chopped the cherry tree?
Yeah, old Abe
Or was
Lincoln
that
chopping down
Washington?
it doesn't matter. It's all fake like the Bible. Yeah, that's right. I said it. Ugh.
Callers? Any callers want to chime in?
George Washington certainly chopped that cherry tree.
And George Washington
I was there.
was in the Bible as well.
George Washington, when he was Jesus in the Bible.
My favorite character from the Bible, George Washington. Ooh, boy. That smells okay.
I'm not a huge cider fan. I've had some of their ciders.
Ooh, it smells like cherry.
5 years ago at the pub, and I enjoyed them.
Hey.
Oh,
This. Oh, what happened?
Tony's got something to say.
Where are we going? I want to know what everybody else thinks.
I want Tony to go first this time.
yeah. You had the first
Reaction.
He had the first hey.
Now. Made cherry cider
now.
before. Very good. I really like this. I get cherry, I get apple. It's a little bit of an acidic burn.
I was about to say something real stupid.
That was pretty stupid.
You want to know?
Yeah.
I'll admit it. So I'd say, yeah, apple. You're right. That does taste like apple. And you want to know why, ladies and gentlemen? Because cider is made of apples.
Oh, shit.
You heard it here first, folks.
Honestly, this might be...
Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yeah, apple. Yeah.
You heard it here first in the malting hour. Cider's made
Take,
from
Tony.
apple.
That was really good.
Before I finish my review, I want to know what you guys are thinking about it. Start with Clark. We're going backwards.
I like it. I guess I wish it was more of a dark cherry flavor.
I could see that. That'd be nice.
Solid cherry.
Yeah.
Tiny hit of
It's
tart.
not like huge cherry.
Little tart, little sweet.
Just like you.
And then that apple that really comes through from where... I'm not sure where that comes from.
It's another diacetyl thing, probably. Dan?
All right, so this beer comes in like 3 parts.
Oh, here's the thing. It's not a beer. It's a cider.
Oh, sorry. So the cider.
Put that back in your mind.
This cider.
Do you need to go
Made
back
from
and revisit
apples.
because
No,
it's
no,
not
no,
a beer?
no.
Okay, just make it sure.
The cider comes in like 3 ways for me. It's like I like the initial flavor.
Okay.
But then it kind of goes in this like a lull of like medicinalness to me.
Oh.
But then I like the aftertaste, which is where I get that tartness from.
All right. Okay.
So it's like I like the beginning and the end. I don't really like the middle.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
I'm in the same exact boat. Aroma-wise, it's got that nice cherry aroma. My first sip, it literally felt like cherry cough syrup for a minute, and then I was like, ooh. I went back. It was I kind of swirled the glass a little bit, went back for another sip. It was a lot more subtle, but still a little tinge of medicinalness that I'm getting in the back. That I can totally get past and completely enjoy this beer. Like,
It's a cider.
A quick
cider.
side note:
God
the
damn it.
cherry capital of the world actually is Traverse City.
Oh, shit,
It
we were
is
right.
actually
You were
coming
right.
from the place where the most cherries.
So, with that being said, this, other than, what was the first beer?
probably the capital of
Huma.
making cherry flavored medicine.
Delicious.
Thank you. That would be my number 1. This would be my number 2 of the night.
So this is very interesting. Just a side note. Traverse City produces over 75% of the world's tart cherries.
What? She's telling me that the probably the shit we get from Eris, their blush cider is probably made with that.
I can see that.
Thanks for that information. I understand the medicinal thing. I actually don't have a sensitivity to cherry medicinal, like cherry bubbly.
Hold on. What about Mon Cherie? You didn't like that.
I didn't. I'd like to revisit that. That too is medicinal, but like bubbly, the water, carbonated water, bubbly cherry. I know people who can't stand it because it reminds them of cherry cough syrup. Where to me, it does not taste like that, and I could drink it.
But I agree with you. I'm not getting the medicinal.
Yeah, I don't get the
side
medicinal
to it
at all.
But
I get
Who's to
tart
say?
cherry and apple, and that's it. But I also feel like how your brain is wired and maybe your relationship. I don't think I had a lot of cherry cough syrup when I was a kid. Maybe you guys did.
I don't know. I love cherry, like the.
I love cherry cough syrup.
Well, no, I was gonna say the.
Put that in my scissor.
Sipping on some, no.
Sipping
I,
on some scissor.
Like the Wisconsin Belgian Red. Like I love I love cherry beer.
Well, that tastes like cherry Jolly Ranchers.
Or even Mike blanking a creek.
You know,
Like I like creeks a lot.
Yeah.
That's what this
But this doesn't.
That does not. I would not say that Wisconsin Belgian Red from New Glarus tastes anything like this.
No.
The two different types of cherries.
Right, but this. I mean,
states.
one thing I have learned from this episode, I feel like Shorts is really good at utilizing fruits. Like I like the peach.
At what point would you say that they've utilized the fruits? All the low-ended stuff, you've rated their stuff?
Yeah.
Like the 2.75?
No, but every time
three.
I've had it, like the peach one, I liked the peach.
fruit,
in it.
yeah, no.
I didn't like the rest of it.
that's
this one
true.
I
Yeah,
liked
absolutely.
the initial and the end cherry flavor. It's just that like weird medicinal.
No.
I
You're
also
right.
liked the fruit in the last one, but it was just a little overpowered by that diacetyl.
No, the soft parade, I kept getting different hints of all those fruits, and it was a true fruit flavor. It
Absolutely.
wasn't
There
all
was-
fake.
Yeah.
Same
You
with
could
the
taste
peach.
the different
Yeah.
fruits in there.
Same with this. Good call.
So, going around the board one more time. Oh, we already did it. Never mind. Oh, wait, rating. Brandon, what would you give this one? What'd you give it? What'd you give it?
I'd give it a 3.75 actually.
Whoa,
What'd you give it?
3.25.
Oh, Clark?
I'm with you.
With who?
Sorry, 3.
I know you're with us.
Let the audience decide.
Yeah, what did he mean?
375.
Yeah, I'd go 3.75, almost 4 on this. This is my second favorite one of the evening.
I would say it's my second favorite too. Even though that I was getting that like hinge of medicinalness, like it wasn't in an off-putting way. So, and it kind of subsided as I kind of went through it and drank the rest of it. So, yeah, nice lineup, Clark.
Yeah, Clark, thank you.
It was fun. Some interesting ones. Yeah. We'll do a more of a standard show sometime.
Sure.
9 years from now.
If you're still working here.
Yeah, if he's still working here. We'll find out who gets the X during the Maltese 2022.
Are we Jello
Malting
wrestling?
Idol.
What's that? Are we Jello wrestling?
Yeah.
Well, now we know who's getting the X.
The loser
Overall,
of
you
the
guys.
Jello wrestling.
Overall, Shorts, we still love you. They're not terrible. The ones we had, they were misses. We'll be honest. But
Which is funny because the first, year or two, I've
I've never had a miss from Shorts.
I mean, literally for 2 years, I'd bring a 6-pack back
Yeah.
every 2 weekends, and we go, "This is delicious."
Yeah.
Everything was delicious.
still one of my favorite breweries.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially out of Michigan.
I do want to say that cherry one I think is my third favorite. You guys were saying it was your second.
Sure.
I think I like the margarita, even though I got 0 IPA on it. I think the margarita is my number
Margarita
2.
was good. I liked
Yeah,
that.
Margarita was good. And Space Rock was okay.
Space Rock.
Yeah,
The Squishy and the Space Rock are probably 3-4 for me. I don't know which one. but
Sure.
they are pretty colors all.
Huma Lupalicious is definitely number 1.
Oh,
Yeah,
for sure.
I think we're all agreed on that. Actually,
Margarita's for sure number 2 for me, and then the other.
I don't know, the IPL is up there, which is crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's good.
But
But why?
I keep knocking because it's not a lager.
I know, but how did it taste?
Old.
Oh, shit. Hey, if we want to talk about expectations, let's talk about Revolution's Lumberstruck. Am I right? Next time. Brandon. Oh, wait, hold on. Clark, welcome back again. I'm always
And
gonna
thank
say
you
that
for
to
bringing the beers.
What the fuck, Dan? Shut
yeah.
up.
My pleasure.
Thanks, Clark. We appreciate it.
welcome.
And we look forward to doing it again. Dan? Yeah, on thin fucking ice.
Skating.
Barely. One skate, laces untied.
we can't fire him. He's got a good mic now.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Hey, can we have that mic if we fire you?
No.
Clark, you might be gone at the end of the year. Brandon, I love you, buddy.
Love you too, bud.
See you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye. Pretzels.
Peace with us, pretzels. Who's ready for after the final pour?
Oh.
After the final pour.
Now the fun one comes out.
So, I will say.
just stopped it now.
This has been The Malting Hour. Be sure to follow us on all social media by searching The Malting Hour and at themaltinghour.com. You can also follow us individually on social media. Brandon can be found on Instagram as BMDub81, on Twitter, BDub81, and on Untapped as BDubDrinksBeer. Tony can be found on Instagram and Untapped under Ace of Help Chicago, on Twitter, The Ace of Help Chicago. Clark can be found as Clarkowski on all three. Dan can be found on Instagram as hip__hops and hip hops on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe, like, and rate the show on your preferred podcast listening platform. Until next time, cheers from all of us at The Malting Hour.